is up, guys? Welcome back to Millionaire Gaming. So today we're playing Skate 3, but in this video, I actually basically 100%ed the entire Skate 3 game. And with that, I filmed every freaking thing. I'm going to put in step by step of what to do, the cleanup process, as well as the other things. The only things I have not finished are kill 80 challenges, as well as doing the 3 specific online challenges, because those are really tedious, which are the ranked challenge. There's another ranked one, and then there is the 6-man free skate online team. So I'll probably get to those another time, but with this being said, here we go with the entire process of almost basically 100%ing Skate 3. First in the process, we're going to be doing all the Skater mags as well as the Thrasher magazines. Thankfully, they're pretty simplified. I didn't do all the killed ones because it just seems super tedious. That's one thing I didn't end up doing in the entire video. I forgot to do all the challenges that I have to kill, and to be honest, it just seems super tedious. But I was able to get all these Skater mags as well as the Thrasher mags pretty easily, I would say. It definitely took a little bit of time, not too long. It definitely took like at least an afternoon to do it, and thankfully it's kind of a slow season of where I work, so I was able to do this pretty consecutively. Some of the challenges that I did like do off of camera, I did do online with friends, as well as some of them I did do by myself, but it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is make sure that you get the good shots of the pictures, as well as edit them. There are some things that on the video that I've done that I wish I could have done just like one time only instead of having to do it multiple times, but thankfully it wasn't too terrible of a time. I actually quite enjoyed doing the Thrasher magazines. Some of them were pretty easily, some of them could be very difficult. Like there were some that I was having some kind of trouble with, especially like the little bit of danger one. That one in particular I was getting very annoyed with. And other than that, I really enjoyed doing the Skater mag. It was just something that I really enjoyed and missed on these games. I really do wish I could have. And we end up jumping the shark, and here we are. That was the final skateboard mag or Thrasher mag, and we just have to edit it and produce it, and then bing bang boom, that's pretty much the cover of Thrasher, which was really cool. I actually enjoyed that they added that little piece of thing right there, and there we go. We got Sexiest Skater Alive, 20 gold. Next challenge we've got is the Maloof Money Cup. So basically we have to do is own the spots on both of these parts of the map. It's not that hard. It's actually kind of simple. You just got to get the points, and then there you go. That's pretty much it. You can actually kill it too, but there's nothing really, spectacular about doing it. But there's only 2 own the spots really here, and that's pretty much the Maloof Money Cup, and it was actually kind of fun to do it. And it wasn't too much of a expensive DLC. And there you go. Where's my money? Achievement achieved. And there we go. Continuing with the DLCs, I'm thinking that we're gonna do the Danny Way DLC, as well as the Art Plaza, as well as the Maratha skate park, if that's what it's called, if I'm correct. Basically, what you have to do in this one, you have to do the own the spot or own the lot, as well as these multiple challenges, which are the contests, which is against Danny Way himself, which aren't terrible. They're a little annoying, specifically the own the spot one. Or own the lot, my bad. I keep getting those mixed up. This one in particular was very annoying, very tedious. It took me a couple tries, and I did it within a couple, like like an hour or so. I was on Discord with one of my friends when I was doing this, so it definitely is an annoying thing. But I'm glad that I was able to do it. The other one in particular, I'm not sure, is I don't think there's much to the art gallery or art plaza one, and it's pretty simple stuff. I would say out of all those ones, I would say the Danny Way and the King of the Jungle one was probably the most annoying. And oddly, we got the cutscene where we sold 1 million boards. But it's more or less the Own the Lot one that was more annoying than that. But the Own the Spots, they're not that terrible. So there was 2 Own the Lots on the Danny Way DLC. As the other one, I believe there's 13 or 14 altogether on the main campaign instead of the DLCs. Unfortunately, I didn't get any sanatorium footage because that was one thing I just did off camera with my friends. But yeah, here we are. We got the next one, which is Street Locals Only.
Look at... Nice one, man.
That being said, we've got our next one, which will be, if I'm correct, The Only Way. Which, you know, it wasn't that bad. I appreciated the Danny Way DLC. I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. Art is the art gallery. I keep saying it in different names, art gallery, art plaza, But yeah, it's I own all the classics. There you go. That is our next achievement on Skate 3, which was a pretty simple one. I'm happy to say that for sure. With that final one right there, bump and grind, here we are. So with that being said, we're going to our next part, which is, I don't know. I guess we'll surprise it. Next on the video, we've got Own the Spots. So I had to find every Own the Spots because when I was doing the main campaign, I could not find all of them. So there are some that I actually looked on through a Xbox achievement guide, so I do apologize for that. I mean, it's a low-key kind of a cheat, but who doesn't use guides every once in a while? But yes, here we go. Every own the spot in Port Carverton. It was a very tedious task, but it was fucking done. The hardest achievements, the Marathinator. Pretty much me and my friends did this whole section right here, so I'm just gonna have that fast forward. I'm sorry that the overlay is really strange because I was recording off of my Elgato, but the Elgato was being really funky and I was trying to get my friends' voices as well, so that's why it kind of looks like that. So with that being said, I'm very sorry, but here's some more content from the Maratha Park. And we're also able to get some more content too, like more footage from that. So here you go. We have every Own the Spot on Port Carverton. It was one of the longest, tedious tasks, I would have to say, because there was so many that you have to find an area, do all these challenges in a specific amount of time. I was able to do it. There were some that were kind of challenging, per se. I was definitely very much grinding the hell out of this part. It was just such a tedious task. But, you know, oddly enough, if every time that you've done all the Own the Lots or Own the Spots, you actually get a character from the previous game on Skate 2, which I was able to get like Jerry Sue, John Rattray, and, you know, PJ Ladd and a few other characters, because the main campaign has just maybe like Rob Deerdeck, Josh Kalis, and a bunch of the normal other characters. I would say, out of all these ones, I would say the Maloof Money Cup owned the lot, besides the Maratha one, as well as the other Maloof one, was very annoying. But I was able to get it done, so with that, I was very proud of myself to do it. It's just, some things are very, very annoying, but they were able to be done, even if I had to cheese the hell out of it. Next one, which is pretty self-explanatory, but we got death races. Death races are the races that are super annoying, that you have to hit the specific barriers, as well as make it in a specific time, be first place, and that's pretty much it. There was not many of them, thankfully, but they're very annoying, very tedious, especially the team challenged ones, because it's like you have to make it with your teammate, otherwise it just kind of fails through. But I will say I do enjoy death racing every once in a while, but not consistently, because I more or less just kind of enjoy skating than racing. I do have racing games, though, I'm not gonna lie. We have every jam session contest that we have, like whether it be the tranny session as well as the street contests. Here we go. We've got the ones from the main campaign, but at the end I was able to get the DLC one, which was the Danny Way one that I needed, which was the Masters of Nar. But here we go. Here we have all the training, or the contests. They're pretty fun, a little annoying at times, but you know, that happens to, you know, most of us who get annoyed with certain things. It's just kind of monotonous, but I really enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. It didn't take too long. Like I said, I think the most time I've had that I've done on this game was the cleanup. The cleanup was the worst one, which we'll get to in a moment, because after the contests, we're going into the sort of online stuff that I was able to get footage of. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get everything, because as I said, as of this video, I'm missing 4 achievements, which aren't the worst things to have. It's just they're more annoying to have to do than, if anything, because it's time consuming and we have to make sure the time is right for everybody to join in, and the cleanup process for just killing all the challenges is just horrid. It's definitely soul draining, I could tell you that. Step away from the main campaign, and then we go into the online stuff, which isn't too terrible, and you could actually see one of the funny glitches that I had to do on this game, so I hope you guys enjoyed that too. Online stuff, it's pretty simple, self-explanatory. So on this one, you have to do a few things. You have to create a few parks, you have to create 3 parks, you have to upload 5 pictures, as well as 5 videos. At first, I didn't know how to do it, so that's why it kind of was weird at first. But you have to also rate videos, so the rating of the videos, you have to rate them. You also have to rate the pictures, as well as rating parks, which were cool. I just found a bunch of random pictures on the servers, so I just kind of went with like that. And I tried out the parks, see how they were, and it was pretty fun. I actually really enjoyed it. Maybe I'll do like testing out people's parks, because I mean, I've seen other like people on YouTube playing them, and you know, it may be giving me some ideas eventually in due time, but you never know. But I would say this park was probably the coolest, and then there we go, constructive criticism. I ended up making my own skate team. I actually disbanded it after I had finished it. So right after this, I created it. I ended up joining a server with Trio Bits, aka Noise Plasma, which aka is my good buddy Jared. So he helped me with this. We ended up making the team thing. I ended up doing the training stuff too as well, just kind of getting out of the way, because that was one thing I actually forgot about to do in the main campaign. But we were able to do the pumping as well as just training facility stuff, which is a pretty tedious task if you are just trying to play the main campaign, not the actual like grind for it. But it was kind of fun. You know, I enjoyed seeing, you know, Coach Frank, aka as you know, Jason Lee. But I would say it's solid. I would give it a solid time right here. But I would say the more tedious time of creating a team. The team name, they are very strict on what you call it, so that's one thing I really hated. And as you can see, here we go with the creating of the park. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I had a good time playing online. I definitely want to play some, you know, games online more often, or not. But sometimes, you know, life happens and I have not been able to do it, or, you know, money is a little tight. So That's why I don't play online sometimes. I can play online on, PC, talk to people on PlayStation, but when it comes to Xbox, it's a little different. But it's okay. I enjoy it either way. Here was the section where I had to create all the parks, take pictures, as well as doing some other stuff, as well as videos. So I uploaded the pictures, I uploaded the parks, and I was able to do it. It was just a super annoying task because creating a park on such short notice is very, very annoying. I don't know how to do it, like, quickly. So I just came up with these random-ass pictures or things that I knew how to do. Like, I could shrink a car to super, super small size, and then somehow my character got super glitched, and yeah, I thought it was really funny. Like, I don't know why. I tried to do it with a bottle, but the bottle didn't work. But as you can see, I went super, super fast, super, super high, and my character ended up getting really, really glitched out. And yeah, it was fun. I liked it. I really enjoyed it too much. For the final conclusion of the entire video, we are doing the cleanup process. The cleanup process is when I have to do all the challenges, whether it be Hall of Meat, racing, photo shoots, team challenges with your team that you created on the game, as well as jam sessions, contests, pro challenges, and so much more. It was such an annoying task. It was super annoying, super tedious. I will tell you, this took about 2 hours to do, 2 hours to complete, 2 hours to make, and it was like 36 gigabytes, which I'm glad that I have a lot of storage on my computer, but it was one of the most annoying things, and plus on top of that, I was doing this until like 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this time, and I'm not sure, if I truly enjoyed, the cleanup process. It's one of those very annoying things that you have to do in the games, but it's okay. It's worth it in the long run. I can really pretty much say that I have basically almost platinumed Skate 3, but here we are. Here we have the cleanup process. So with that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Peace out.
Is my computer. I feel like such a loser. I'm so ugly, I'm so stupid. Never learn, I need a tutor.